Since I was a kid, I was always interested in rockets and wanted to build one. But as you probably know, rockets are expensive. So let's start by building a rocket engine. And since I'm poor, I'll have to build the engine from scrap and easily obtainable parts. There are a few types of rocket engines. Solid rocket engines work by burning solid propellant inside combustion chamber, which generates gas and pressure. The gas has to escape through the throat, which is like a bottleneck, and then out the nozzle. Because of the pressure difference, the gas is pushed out. It reaches Mach 1 in the throat and is further accelerated by the nozzle. The supersonic gas creates a force acting on the rocket engine and pushes it forward. It uses the expansion of pressurized gas to generate thrust. There are a few designs, but the simplest one is basically a valve and a nozzle. You inject high pressure gas through the valve, it's compressed in the throat and goes out the nozzle. Since this type of engine isn't very powerful, it's mostly used in reaction control system to precisely rotate and move rocket while it's in orbit. Almost every other chemical rocket engine requires two propellants, fuel and oxidizer. This engine, on the other hand, uses only one. It works by passing a propellant over a catalyst. That causes the propellant to decompose rapidly and generate a lot of gas, which then goes through the throat and out the nozzle. The most common propellant in this type of rocket engine is hydrogen, which is extremely dangerous and highly toxic. The most common catalyst is granular alumina, also known as aluminium oxide, that is coated with iridium. This is the type of engine I'm gonna attempt building. It works by injecting liquid propellants into the combustion chamber. The propellants are pressurized using turbo pumps that are powered by gas generators, which are basically small combustion chambers. Currently, this is the most popular rocket engine type. Some examples are SpaceX's Raptor and Merlin engine, or NASA's RS-25 that was used on the Space Shuttle and is now used in the SLS rocket. So let's talk about what I want to build. This is the first iteration of my idea. Two turbo pumps powered by two gas generators. The turbines will be kick-started by compressed air to make some pressure for the gas generators. Then gas generators kick in. They will ignite the mixture with spark plugs. Turbine exhaust will be directed into the main chamber. The propellants will be mixed inside the combustion chamber and lit by the turbine exhaust. Probably this idea will change multiple times as we design the actual parts. This is the hard part. For the fuel I want to use the ethanol, since it's liquid at room temperature and it's easy to get. But the oxidizer, on the other hand, is the real challenge here. I found two liquids that should be good for this job, but both of them have their own problems. Liquid oxygen and hydrogen peroxide. Most rocket engines use liquid oxygen. It's high performance and relatively safe, but it's a gas at a room temperature. It's possible to condensate oxygen to liquid form by cooling it down to below 183 degrees Celsius. It's pretty challenging to do on a budget. Hydrogen peroxide is also a good oxidizer, and it's a liquid at room temperatures. It would be best to use as highly concentrated hydrogen peroxide as possible, but the higher the concentration, the more toxic and dangerous to handle it gets. Some rockets, like British Black Arrow, used high-test peroxide, which is a name for highly concentrated hydrogen peroxide. Since HTP is hard to get and I don't really want to handle such dangerous chemicals, next best thing is hydrogen peroxide with concentration of 60%, which is still a lot, but it's slightly safer. It won't be as good of an oxidizer as HTP or liquid oxygen, but I can buy it online and don't have to make it myself. but since it's still toxic, I think I'm gonna try using liquid oxygen, and if that turns out to be too problematic or too pricey, I'm gonna switch to hydrogen peroxide. So to conclude this video, this rocket engine is gonna be as cheap as I can make it, hopefully as simple as possible, and probably pretty bad. But I'm not trying to beat any records here, I just want to build a working engine. In the following videos we are gonna start designing parts for this engine. Hope you enjoyed and see you next time.